listening to New Kids on the Pod with your hosts, Momba, Tony D, and JYD.
Hi, everybody. We'd like to welcome you to New Kids on the Pod. I am one of your hosts, JYD, and with me, as always, is Tony D and Momba. There. Through it.
Don't
We're good to go.
Don't open up like that. Like this has been an easy and relaxing process.
It has not been. If Tony would have everything was working good until I blame this all on Tony, especially for him complaining that let's do video, let's not do video, let's do video, let's not do video. For those who watch us on YouTube, we're not doing video this time because this is too much of a pain in the ass to try to get this video working. We'll try to figure it out in the future. We have
or you can just get a better netbook.
This quarantine is not going to end anytime soon. I can guarantee you that.
This podcast caught Corona in the past 2 hours.
Clearly has.
So for those that don't know, this is the fourth time we've attempted to record.
This is the fifth time.
Oh, nice. Fifth time's a charm. So the first 4 times were utter fails, and I hope Junkyard compiles that into the deleted footage.
Maybe it'll be on Patreon.
Because there was some comedic gems in those first 4 or 5 fails. All I'm trying to do is put out a quality product. But Junker's like, no video, and let's do shitty audio. I'm like, all right, well, we should at least try to do video for our listeners and our YouTube audience. But then Junkyard's netbook, his Celeron processor, can't do 2 things at once.
I think everything was good. I don't know what you did, Tony. We had video.
We had audio. Then Tony's like, I'm updating my Razor drivers. And that's when everything went to shit.
I had to update my drivers because because if I didn't update my drivers, then I was I was vulnerable to attacks, cyber attacks.
Who's gonna attack you? Nobody fucking cares about you.
Look, if I didn't update the drivers on my Razor Kitty headset, I would be vulnerable to cyber attacks. Okay,
isn't it called the Razor Kraken Kitty headset?
Yes.
You should have rolled your drivers back. We should have waited. Well, we've all been.
I hope you're happy, Tony.
I mean, I was happy if we would, when we were doing video.
Too bad that's not going to work. Maybe next time.
Anyways, Joker, do we have any questions? We haven't had any questions.
We don't have questions, but we have tons of other things we can talk about, like our fucking quarantine. We've been quarantined for almost 3 weeks, almost 4 weeks.
Yeah,
yes,
just about that.
So, I mean, what have we been doing? I can tell you what I've been doing. Absolutely jack shit. I've been studying. I saw Tiger King, watching some TV shows. The new season of Ozark. I'm like halfway done. Going to work. Momba and I have had to work at least twice a week.
Why do you have to go into work though? There's no one there.
Because we have to get. Go ahead, Momba.
The children need us, Tony.
But there's no kids there.
The American youth, the future, need us.
But aren't there no kids in school?
No, that's the point.
Kids in school.
That's the point. Kids still need to learn, so we have to help provide them for ways to learn.
So what do you do when you go to work and there's nobody there? Like, what is your purpose?
Get devices ready for the kids.
But there's no kids there.
It doesn't matter. They have the parents come pick up their devices that they need.
What have you been doing, motherfucker? At home.
Hey, I've been busy working. I am an essential employee. I'm actually double essential because not only do I work IT, but I work in the transportation industry. So I'm double essential. You guys are just double useless.
We are government employees. We are technology.
Useless.
And we're working in education, which is
the fact. Okay, first of all, the education system here is the worst. So you've already failed there. And you said you're a government employee. Yeah, they're all like full of shit. So
Okay, well let's see how useless they are when you fucking get your stimulus check. I bet you that you're not gonna feel that they're very useless
I
then.
cannot wait. I cannot wait. Every day when I see the mailman, I'm like, "Hey, you got my Rona money? You got my Rona
You
check?"
can't be direct deposited.
No, man.
I
I
can't.
opted out. I opted out of direct deposit.
Well, yeah,
I can't wait till
bullshit, I
you.
don't believe that.
I opted
I
out of
can't
direct
wait till you
deposit
get
because
your.
I want a physical check.
You're not getting a physical check. If you got your previous tax returns direct deposited, you're gonna
No,
get your
I didn't.
stimulus check.
I got a physical check, so
Ass
I'm gonna get a
motherfucker, I do
physical
not
check.
believe you.
So
What did you?
every day when I see the mailman or the female man, because there's women that do that now.
Male
I
person,
always
as they like to be called.
no, it's mailman and female man. Don't you watch The
Okay.
Simpsons?
A female man.
Yes. So when the female man comes, I was like,
Uh
"Hey,
huh.
do you have my Rona money?" Or where's my Rona check? Because I got plans for that bad boy.
You ain't gonna get anything. You're gonna get like $3.50
I got plans for those $3.
because of
Big plan.
your
I
tax
got
bracket.
look.
What
I
are you
don't
gonna?
care.
Are you gonna buy lunch? Is that your thing?
The point is, doesn't matter how much I get. The point is, I
Uh,
got big plans for those $8 that I'm getting.
what about
Tony
what are
or
you junk?
what?
What are you
What
guys
do
Say it
gonna
you
again.
do?
what?
What are you gonna do
What are
with
you
your
gonna?
Rona money?
I want to buy. I want to buy. I want to do what Uncle Trump would want me to do with that Rona money.
Ooh, buy war
He's a
bonds?
staunch Republican. No, there's no war bonds to be bought. He's a staunch Republican. He loves his guns. I think I'm gonna buy a gun.
Oh, you're gonna buy it.
Ooh.
I got a better proposition for you, friend.
Make sure you buy a Ruger because those don't fire without the clip.
Word of the
For
word
those
of
that don't know, that was a Tiger King reference.
yeah. Here's another Tiger King reference. Word of the street is that a tiger only goes for a measly $2,000.
Dude,
Now,
if we put our money together, we could buy a tiger.
uh,
I don't need to put money together. I could buy a tiger without your money.
No, you can't. You can't even go out to eat. You're always bitching about how broke you are.
I can go out to eat. I choose not to go out to eat because I'm
No,
saving up.
no, no. You don't. No, that's not what you said. You say you can't. You don't say you choose not to. You're like I can't.
Well, I
I'm
can't
broke.
because my accountant is against me spending money. But aside
Yeah.
from that,
Oh,
I mean, I
exactly. So
technically
how so,
can.
so so how so how are you gonna buy a tiger if your accountant won't even let you buy lunch?
Because I'm getting the
Idiot.
stimulus. You can use my stimulus check for whatever I want, and I'm
because
getting
he's buying the tiger.
$2,400.
He's
Hardcore.
buying the he's buying the tiger for lunch.
I'm going to be eating.
Nice.
How long can I feed off the tiger for?
How
Well,
long?
how?
Well, they're like
Well, it
500
depends.
pounds, right?
Yeah. Well, actually, like the older they are, the cheaper they get because like aren't they like not valuable after they're like after
Oh
they're
yeah,
cubs? They're pretty much like just what did Doc Antle say? He's like after was it Tim the other guy? What was
it was
the
one
other
of them.
one of them? He's like yeah after they're cubs then it's just a bill because then you got to feed them and you can't do anything with them because people can't get close to them.
Yeah,
So if you get one of those full size tigers, you can probably get them on clearance. So just call up the what is it the Winniewood Zoo and be like, hey, you got any tigers on clearance? Where's your clearance rack?
Yeah, I'm
would
sure
you
that's going to be.
buy? Would you guys buy a tiger from Carol Baskin?
No, because those eat people meat.
Yeah, I was gonna say those tigers have the taste for human
Oh,
flesh.
exactly. So once they get a good whiff, it's
Uh
game
huh.
over.
Now you're taking a risk with that,
I
So
want
what
I
is
want to
especially
get I want to get one of them Doc Antle tigers.
especially if
Cause
you're covered in sardine oil.
exactly.
what did you guys rate Tiger King out of 10?
I mean,
Uh,
it's hard for me to like. I was thinking about this the other day actually, and I think the reason I enjoyed it so much because I had no idea. I went in it with zero expectation. Like I saw the preview of like meth, murder for hire, and tiger. I'm like, okay, this has got to be some complete and utter bullshit, but I'm here for it. So I started watching it, and I was like, this is just fucking amazing. So I think I liked it so much, or I liked it a lot because I had zero expectation.
I didn't really know much about it.
I don't think anyone did.
Somebody just told me like to watch it. I don't know who it was, and I did it. I thought it was great. One of the things that I noticed that people said they don't like it, they're like, "Oh, it was kind of boring," but I think they just watched the first episode. I think once you get past the first episode,
Really?
it gets.
I mean, I even thought. Well, personally, I thought even the first episode was like entertaining, at least enough
No,
for me
yeah,
to keep watching.
no, yeah. I
I thought
thought so too, but
But
was
well,
predictable.
you know what it is. I think it's the people that started watching it recently, and they're just
uh,
jumping on the hype train because everyone's hyping it up.
uh,
So they basically want all that hype in the
right
first
away,
episode. And the
yeah,
thing is, like all of us that watched it, we had no expectations. So when we watch it, we're like, okay, this is kind of meh, whatever, it's decent.
uh,
But then it builds up, and all of a sudden you're like, holy shit, this thing's like blowing my mind. So the new people, are going in with these expectations of their minds
yeah,
to be
yeah.
blown right away. That's why they're complaining.
I don't know. I think I was hooked. I think I was hooked on that show as soon as I seen one of his employees get their arm bit off by a tiger,
Yep, and then
as as a tiger does, and then Joe Exotic, i- in true exotic fashion, runs away and then shows back up with a bomber EMT jacket
that, and
Yeah,
the,
like
because
I don't have enough time to do that.
no,
you know what? The drip never sleeps.
that's right. Pandemic or not, the drip never takes a back seat.
But that's gotta be the best story. If I were ever to lose a limb, I want it to be from a tiger. So that way, when people are like, "How the fuck did you lose your arm?" Man, tiger ripped it off. I got into a
You
fight.
know, you could tell people that's how you
Tiger
lost
ripped
your
it off.
dick.
Too bad you
Chucker.
can't talk about your hair.
Oh.
Oh wait, what did he say? He was breaking up. What'd you
I
say,
said, "Too bad you
Junkyard?
can't say that about your hair."
Oh, they see. It's interesting how all of a sudden that you're not in front of me, you're all froggy. So now you're feeling bold. Now you're feeling mighty brave. But when we record in person, you're like as timid as a sheep.
Yeah. Okay.
Are you saying that when Junkert is not right in front of you, he doesn't make a peep?
Exactly. Exactly. That is exactly what I'm saying. Go back and watch the NKOTP archives. Junkyard is as timid as a sheep when we record
Most of
in person.
are like
But
long time.
now, but but now he's feeling bold because he's hiding behind a computer screen.
Yeah. Okay. So what do you? How long do you guys think this quarantine is gonna last?
Uh,
I think probably like
I don't know.
mid-May.
Yeah, that's a good because things are
Well,
things are starting to clear up in China, right?
yeah.
So this
Or so
well,
they say.
yeah. I'm kind of going by their timeline
well,
because they had it the worst. Not only did they have it the worst, but they ignored it for like I don't know how long in the beginning because they just
Because
like they were downplaying it.
in China it started in like November, right? November, December.
Yeah.
December.
All right.
So
And
if it's now, think about that: December, January, February, March, April. Right now we're in April.
Yeah.
That's 5 months. Okay, so add 5 months. Ours barely started last month, March, April, May, June, July.
Well,
We're not.
I wouldn't start it right then and there. I would start it because they were like completely not prepared for it. At least we
Yeah,
kind of saw it coming.
yeah, but we're not doing much, dude. I still know tons of people that go out and like live their life as normal. Like there's no fucking quarantine.
Really?
do you
Idiots.
do you shame them?
I do. Like I shamed you that one time you decided to break quarantine.
Oh well,
Why
you
are you
tried to
tricking?
shame me.
Why
You
are you
tried to
tricking on
shame me.
Mamba? Mamba, you gonna let him trick on you like that?
I expected as much from a trick, a mark ass trick.
Isn't it interesting how now that he's hiding behind,
Uh,
a keyboard and a computer screen, he wants to like out you and he wants to feel bold and talk all this shit. Isn't that interesting, Mamba?
sounds like it. Pretty soon
Because
he's gonna drop an N bomb at me or something.
Is that how bold he's feeling?
Yeah, he's like right now he's like an Xbox Live 13-year-old.
He's like all you know is that he's 13 and he fucked your mom apparently.
Yeah, apparently.
Tony, have you broken quarantine?
I have not.
Really?
So
Yep.
what do you?
I mean, I've gone out, but I've only gone out like I went to the grocery store just to like get groceries.
That's fine.
And let's see, that's about it. Like I haven't like I go out take out the trash. But other than that, like I mean, I'm working from home, so I'm just at home all day.
All right, I'm going to ruin the potential of this joke for Tony. So he doesn't say anything. But I went to my mom's house, and and then of course, because this was at the beginning when it was like, all right, you got to go into quarantine, so nobody leave their house for 2 weeks. So I was like, all right, let me go see my family really quick. So I went to my mom's house.
Hold on, pause real quick. So
we're like,
no, it's not. So we're borderline in a state of emergency, and
we were just about to be in one.
Well, I mean, it was announced. It was already announced that
the shelter in place had already taken place here in Illinois.
Yeah, exactly.
No, it was you should stay home.
So basically, shit's already getting out of hand, and your first instinct is like, I need to see as many people as possible. In your mind, you thought that was the smartest thing to do.
That is bad. It's not like I went to go hang out at a bar or some shit and started shaking hands. I went to my mom's house and I hung out with my sisters, and we did a puzzle.
So you're all touching pieces. You're all touching stuff, right?
A 500-piece puzzle. Yes, and I put those pieces in the correct order, and it was a nice puzzle.
So you thought that the best way, the best use of your time during a crisis, during a pandemic, is like, I'm going to go see as many people as possible, and we're all going to engage in an activity that requires everyone to touch everything.
Yes. All right. I went to go hang out with my family.
In your mind,
I know that you're jealous because when your mom found out that you're going to be home for the next month, she cracked open a bottle of wine. My mom was happy to see me.
So it's funny because like my mom was like, they told her like, that she was going to be, that they were closing down, the place where she works. And then I told her, I'm going to be staying at home too. And then as soon as I told her that, she went back to work like 2 days later. I was like, what?
Mom, I thought they closed down.
She's like, yeah, I'm essential.
Yeah, I'm essential.
No, but for real, she did have to go back to work, which kind of sucks because she's like older and she's highly susceptible to respiratory diseases, as is without the Rona. But she's the type of person that like she's not gonna not go to work even if she's dying. So,
well, my mom. Go ahead, Mom. Sorry.
No, go ahead.
So my mom works in a hospital and she's very highly susceptible, and they have quite a few corona patients, and she's trying to get the fuck out.
Yeah, she should. She's already put in her time. She should be like she should be like, fuck it. How long?
More than 20 years.
Dude, if she's been tenured that long, she should be able to just walk in and be like, you know what? I'll see you guys in 2 months.
And she should have retired a few years ago too. She's just been kind of holding off, and now
so she's just doing this for funsies.
Pretty much.
Do you think your stepdad is the one making her do it?
He's part of the reason because he's like scared of everything. He's scared of his own shadow, so he'll
that
like.
Is true.
He's like, you need to retire. You need to retire now, right now. And she's actually considering it, and she's like, all right, fine, I guess I will. So yeah, so now she's trying to be out, trying to be outies. She's like, fuck Rona, I ain't trying to get that shit.
Damn.
You didn't.
I think what's hilarious about your father-in-law is that like he eats ribs with like gloves.
He does eat ribs with gloves. That's hilarious.
Like I remember when we had that cookout and we put together that grill. So we made all the food and we're all eating, and then he comes by. He comes over. I guess he came over and like he sits down and like I see him grab a pair of those like plastic medical gloves.
Yeah, the
I was like,
nitro.
is he? I was like, is he about to do like a cavity search on someone or something?
You know what? He'll probably laugh. He's probably laughing at everybody right now. He's like, "Ha! You all laughed at me, but I was
That's
ahead of the
right.
curve."
Yeah, he was wearing
I
the mask. He was wearing the
yeah.
gloves.
He's like, "I've been wearing gloves before you guys ever heard of
Yep,
Corona."
exactly.
That's hilarious. That'd be funny
Tell
if
tell
he didn't.
tell him I apologize. That I now see the light. That I
That
was
you're gonna
wrong.
you're
I
gonna
was
wear
wrong
gloves.
for I was wrong for ridiculing. Yeah, now I'm gonna wear gloves whenever I eat hot Cheetos.
Oh my goodness.
It, he did he kind of? I mean, you were probably going to be able to go anyways, but wasn't he like the first one jerker to say like, "Oh yeah, we're not going to Japan
Japan.
anymore"?
It's like fuck
Yeah,
Japan.
but
Yeah.
he was the first. He was the first one to be like, "Fuck this! Like, we should postpone." Blah blah. Like, it's really bad over there. Like, let's get the fuck. Like, let's not go. So I was like, "Fuck!" I was like, and at the beginning of this, I was always like, I was of the mind of like, this is bullshit. Like, it's just it's not that bad. Like, we can still go.
It's
Blah
just a
blah.
little Rona.
Yeah, it's still. It's just like it's. They say the flu's worse than this supposedly at the time. That's what I was saying. But
Uh,
no,
Hmm.
then it was postponed, and now it's like you can't even fucking leave, man. So I'm glad I postponed when I did because
Even if you wanted to leave, you can't.
exactly. But it's really bad, man. It's like the shit I've been reading and seeing. This ain't no
Yeah,
fucking man.
I think I mean not to dwell on the Rona because I'm sure everyone keeps hearing about that shit every day on the news and shit. But one thing that I found, I don't want to say funny, but I kind of wanted to laugh a little bit, but then I felt bad for all the people. Is what's happening with the cruise ships
Oh, dude, yeah.
because not only like are the cruise ships not allowed to whatever that word is to dock or port whatever the fuck it is because like they're not allowed and a lot of them have a lot of sick passengers and the government's like well you can't bring them here because like a lot of those cruise companies fly under foreign flags because they want to
yeah,
avoid US taxes.
and
So
now
the
they
so,
get.
so now the US is like, you know what? You could take them to whatever country's flag you fly.
Oh,
Deuces.
oh shit.
And that's why when they're talking about the Rona bailouts and all the corporations that want in on it, the government's like, all right, you cruise companies, you ain't getting shit because you're all registered in Panama and fucking other countries, so fuck it. So
And
I feel bad for the people that are like just stuck on these ships that can't get off because they're just fucked. But fuck these companies.
last thing on the road, at least by my part, I want to anybody that's listening to this that's not staying in, that's not taking this seriously. I want to say, go fuck yourself. Stay inside. Don't be an asshole. Because like I don't want to throw anybody out there, but when somebody said something about someone throwing a party this weekend, like,
Ooh, okay, send me an invite.
dude, why the fuck are you throwing parties
I'm not
during
gonna
this time?
go. I just want the invite.
Are you talking about that party that I was invited to?
Yes, I wasn't trying to.
Oh,
Boy,
oh yeah. I was invited too to that party.
But like,
Look,
So
I
who,
told.
I've known. You're not the only person I've heard this from. I've heard other
Uh,
people in other neighborhoods, in Chicago
uh,
that throw parties on like the regular during this time, and people attend, and it's like,
so so just so we're all clear, I was also invited to this party they used to were invited to as well.
well,
I was not
Joker
invited.
wasn't.
I don't even know this person.
Uh, I actually don't know anything about this party. I just didn't want to be left out. So no, I was
Uh,
not. So no, I was not invited.
you could if you could be my +1, but I'm probably not going to go.
Okay, can you just put me down as your +1? But I'm gonna ditch
Yeah,
like last minute.
I'll RSVP for you.
Okay, RSVP for me, but I'm gonna end up bailing because of the Rona.
Okay, good. I told them
What?
that too. They invited me like, hey, we're having a party for this person's birthday this Saturday. Come through, and I was like, yeah, but aren't you guys worried about the Rona? And they're like, no, we're not worried. And this party is going to consist of mainly Hispanics, mostly Mexican people.
So you're
So
trying
I
to say
said,
that?
oh,
I mean, so they're already dirty and diseased as it is, right?
yeah, not only that, but I was like, oh yeah, I forgot. The only Rona you guys are scared of is Ladio Rona. So
But the
Yep.
thing is, like people aren't taking this shit seriously. Like, it's fucked up, man. Like, it's not like more and more young people are actually dying. Like before, it was like, oh, it only hurts like the older people, but no, fucking young people are dying now. And from what I've been reading, um, as soon as you get corona, and if they have to put you on a ventilator, which if you're having problems breathing, you most likely will, it fucks your lungs up. Your lungs get like fucking not like destroyed, but they get pretty bad.
Yeah, you get permanent
Breathing
damage.
Yeah, you get permanent damage to your lungs, and it's like, dude, who the fuck wants that? Nobody wants
You know,
that.
that's why I think at this point, if you do catch it, it's like, you know what? That's kind of on you now. It's just kind of your fault.
I mean, there's already been enough warnings about it.
Yeah. But what worries me is like I only go out for essentials. Like I go to work because I have to, obviously. So I go to work 2 times a week, and luckily it's only just us. It's just me, Momba, and our 2 other coworkers or whatever.
Uh-huh.
And then I go to the grocery store. That's it. And that's it. I've only had to go to the grocery store twice since the shelter-in-place order. So I've been lucky. But still, like that's the only reason I go out. And like, even going to the grocery store gives me like the willies, because it's like there's so many fucking people. And then and at the grocery store, people don't fucking social distance. They don't. Like I went to the deli, and I'm trying to stay back, from like everything, and like these people just keep getting close. I'm like, dude, get the fuck off me! I want to like.
Oh yeah, yeah. That was actually going to be my gripe.
You want to do it now? Go ahead. I'll play the music.
Hell no, it'll be quick.
The fuck up.
So yeah, basically it was that. So I went to the store, and obviously they have signs saying, "Hey, keep at least 6 feet away, whatever." And there's this guy that's behind me, and he is like literally like right behind me, like he could probably breathe on me. And I was like, "Bruh." So like I like moved away, and every time I moved up, he would like follow me. And this guy's like 70 or 80. I'm like, bro, like you should be like the last person to want to get close to me. But yeah,
people don't give a fuck, man. I am like.
Hey, really? You want to hear a funny story?
Yes.
That my old boss from Service Merchandise told me.
Go ahead.
So my old place of business, they're taking this very seriously, and they have implemented stuff to keep people safe. So one of the things is customers there have to stay at 6 feet apart. So he's the head of security, and these 2 guys were like standing really close to each other. And then one guy got pissed and told the other guy, like, you're standing too close to me. And so my boss is like, he tried to intervene, and he told one guy, he was like, yeah, man, you can't stand that close to him. So the guy was like, I'll stand as close as I want to him. So these guys got into a fight over because one guy didn't like how close he was, and the other guy was like, I'll get close to you if I want to. Like, they didn't give a shit about social distance.
And he got into a fight.
Yeah, my boss was like, you guys can fight, just go fight outside.
Dude, yeah, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous that people just don't give a fuck, and it pisses me off. It really does. And
it also proves that if you tell people to do something, they'll going to do the opposite. Yeah.
Yeah, most and it's people. Like, and I've had, and I'm not gonna call out any people, but we've had our mutual friends. So there's a UFC fight coming up soon, right? They were like, can we come over for the fight? Because I usually, like, there's times where I host a fight. I'm like, no, motherfucker, you cannot come over for the fight. Like, we're social distancing, we're quarantining. I'm not having people over. Hence why we're doing this podcast remotely. It's like we're trying to stay away from each other. And they're like, so don't invite anybody else. I'm like, that's not the fucking point. I'm not trying to have anybody, me and my wife. If you don't live in this house, you're not coming in. Basically, you know what I'm saying? It's like, until this is all over and past us, then let's just leave it at that.
I was supposed to go to St. Louis and visit Tony's brother, but you know what? I did the responsible thing, and I stayed home.
Good. I'm proud of you, Mama. Mamba,
especially since my sister-in-law is with child.
Oh yeah.
I wouldn't want to jeopardize that.
Yeah, and you know what? And once this is all over, and everything goes back to normal, I would still like you to stay away.
Social distancing will still be in effect.
Yeah, because we don't want you bringing anything else, and endangering future lives.
Yeah. They already got one special family member in that. They already got one family member with the touch of the tisms. Why would they?
They need another.
Yeah, they don't want him to be. They don't want him to be like the uncle.
That's true. That's the last thing you need is to be like the uncle.
What's something that you guys are looking forward to once you guys could go back outside?
Oh, man, I miss restaurants. Like
that's true.
Like
I'm tired of cooking my own fucking food.
Like, I mean, in a way, it's been good because like I've been eating healthy, but it's like I never realized. Like you start to miss things. I'm like, man, I kind of miss just going to. I'm not talking about like a fancy restaurant. Like even going to fucking Portillo's or some bullshit. Like
oh yeah, just eating there.
Like just eating out. Like going to a bar, like the usual shit.
I miss Maxwell Street Market. I miss that shit a lot.
Oh,
I go
yeah.
to go every other week. And
I also miss gyms.
Yeah, I was gonna say the same thing. I also miss it.
Yeah, but I miss going with the homies.
Oh yeah.
It ain't the same without the homies.
I went to gym the very first day after they sent us home. The Saturday, right before the quarantine happened. That was the last time I went to gym.
I also missed the gym.
Oh, you missed going to Orange Theory?
Yeah, because they shut that down completely for obvious reasons. And like, yeah, it's like, I mean, I still kind of work out at home, but it's not the same.
Yeah, because if you're working out at home, who's there to impress? You know what I mean? Yeah, they ain't no baby girls Myron. Why do you care?
Nobody's Myron. I have to like, if I want to impress someone, I gotta like start cybering.
You know what I miss? I get a little bit of contact with like work, with like Momba and my coworkers and everything, but I miss more like person to person contact. Like I miss seeing my other friends from work, shit like that. Like or like even like Tony, for example, I kind of miss seeing him, even though he's not much to look at.
You were kind of bitching a lot earlier today.
Even after today, you still.
Well, after today, I kind of glad I don't have to see him, but like before today, I kind of missed him, and then he made me realize why I didn't miss him.
So you did miss me, and then you didn't.
Correct, and that's all your fault.
That's fair.
The only thing that I really miss is probably going to the movies, and I'm kind of.
Oh yeah, that too.
And I'm kind of worried now that it's AMC, my favorite movie theater. Well, I don't know if it's my favorite. It's just the most common in the city.
It's your favorite by default because it's the only one.
It might be going bankrupt, and they might not make it through the quarantine.
Yeah, I found out yesterday. My niece works at AMC, and she told me that yesterday. It was her birthday, and we did a little like video, like party or whatever, like a video chat party.
It is very innovative and responsible of you.
I know. And so she was telling me, I'm like, because
now your computer has the virus.
Maybe it does. They closed down, obviously AMC. So I was like, I told her, I was like, when are you going to go back to work? And like, are they ever going to open? And she's like, no, they're probably going bankrupt and they're going to close forever. I'm like, are you serious? She's like, yeah. And I looked it up. Sure enough, they owe a lot of money, a lot.
So they already have a problem.
So basically, they were already like on the brink, and this just didn't help them at all.
This is financially ruining them, like for real. So it's like, man, it's crazy. So like, it could be that they're just not going to recover, and they're closed forever.
Yeah, because they've already furloughed like all their employees. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, they did. She's on furlough, exactly. Yeah. So it's tough.
A lot of retailers are doing it. Like I think was it Macy's, like a lot of department stores. Like I heard Lord and Taylor might not make it out of it. Neiman Marcus is struggling. It's crazy.
And the thing too, like, and then here's okay, and it's not a gripe, but it's another thing about this whole thing. All the fucking conservative people that are like, oh, pick yourself up from your bootstraps, and like, you guys should have savings, and like, if you don't have savings, blah blah blah. Like, these are multi-million-dollar companies; they can't fucking make it out of this shit. But yet, exactly. They want to help the fucking every man, you know.
Yeah, it's like their whole mantra is like, like you said, pick yourself up by your bootstraps. You should find a way. You should make it work. I'm like, okay, like most of us are living paycheck to paycheck,
Mhm.
and you're telling us that we got to figure it out, but yet these multi-billion corporations are asking for handouts after a month or a few weeks of reduced profits. They're already
It's
like
barely,
in dire
it's barely,
straits.
it's barely not even going to be. It's barely going to be a month. It's been 3 weeks, going on
Are
4.
you
It's
saying
3 and change.
Are you saying that the airports, or the airlines, and everything should pull themselves up by the bootstraps?
Yes,
Yes.
every single one of them should.
Yeah, I feel pretty happy that I still got a job.
Yeah. So do I. I mean, I think like at least the three of us, we're pretty lucky that we're not in a job where we're going to get fired
We're not in
or
the we're not in the bread lines.
right. We're not on the breadlines. We're pretty essential. So
I
that's
mean,
just the thing.
essential. That's a loose word.
Look,
It is
yeah,
It
a
has
very
we may be essential, but we will always be useless.
that's,
it's true. That is true. Where did you get that from? I'm pretty sure that you didn't come up with that.
that is straight off the old dome piece.
Yeah, right. Have you guys ordered out from places?
yeah,
Momba has.
yeah.
Tony.
I have not. I mean, I think the closest was I made some frozen pizzas and I pretended that it was delivery.
But it was DiGiorno.
Not even that. It was fucking. I think my sister, she bought a bunch of those. I think it was
Jax.
Tombstone or I don't know which one does Mamba like sit down and eat like a whole one of.
Yeah,
Is it
Jax.
Jack's?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
well, that I don't consider those, like, those are tiny. That's like a Pizza Hut kid-sized personal paid
No, it's
pizza.
not. It's not.
Yeah,
No,
they're
no.
about they're the size of those pizzas that they give you for reading a book back in the day.
Oh, for the Book It program.
Yeah, yeah, the book program.
No, they're a lot bigger than that. I've had a few. I haven't ordered Pizza Hut. We ordered pizza at work the one day, but like here at home, we eat like home run in frozen pizza. We haven't ordered anything. I ordered Thai food
Ooh,
for my wife's birthday, but that's about it.
home running is delicious.
Did she want Thai food?
Yeah, she wanted Thai food. That was like her birthday wish.
Did you not hear what he said, Mamba? He said she got Thai food. Whether she wanted it or not is irrelevant. The point is that's what she
Oh,
got.
I didn't say that's what she wanted, but that's what she got.
Um, but we're thinking about ordering wings one of these days.
Oh,
We'll see how
I got
that
wings.
goes.
I got wings from Wingstop. The guys, they're essential.
You know what? I've been cooking a lot lately, like myself, like me. Like I normally don't cook that often. Like I'm a pretty decent cook, but I don't do it that often. And I've been
Cooking like food or cooking like James Harden, like when you make a basket, you start cooking.
both.
Oh,
Ooh.
But I made like for the first time, I'd never made fried chicken.
uh-huh.
It wasn't found that difficult, but it's actually not that easy, especially because you got the way you season it and everything, and then the way it's got to be fried. It's pretty difficult, especially when you have like a deep fryer, like you do it like Kentucky Fried Chicken, like off a pan. It's pretty difficult. It was
So
pretty hard.
for those that don't have deep fryers, can you do it in a shallow fryer?
Yeah, you can.
Don't you just have to put a lot of
Shallow
oil in it?
fryer. Yeah, you have to put a lot of oil, but you have to keep it like it's difficult to get it right because you got to obviously cook the chicken all the way through, but you want it crunchy and fried nicely on the outside. So
Yeah.
like a hard balance to get it. And on Friday, I'm making pulled pork for the first time.
Oh,
So what you're saying is that
can I come over?
No,
that fried chicken is an art form,
it is to make it a good one.
and
It is
it is one that should not be taken lightly.
definitely not, especially the seasoning. It's all about seasoning the flour, how well you season it, and
Uh huh.
how well you fry it as well. Obviously, how you work with it. It's hard. I also made blackened shrimp. That was fucking amazing. I actually surprised how good they came out.
Ooh, I am
What is
actually a huge fan of blackened shrimp. Whenever we go to what's that place, Kingston Mines,
Mine's
and they have this this blackened shrimp po' boy,
po' boy.
and I always get it with extra or double the shrimp. That is fucking amazing. It is the closest I've gotten to New Orleans this side of the Mississippi.
You talking about New Orleans? That's
Mm-hmm.
my hometown of New Orleans.
Yep.
Yeah, the black and shrimp I made was really, really good. I was quite surprised how good it came out.
Junkyard, how does your wife feel about you being home so often?
You know what? She actually really likes it. Surprisingly, I'm surprised. I think maybe because she's so used to me going to work, and so she's alone a lot of the time. I mean, obviously she's with me when I get home, but like now that she's like not alone the whole time, I think she likes it. She likes not being alone.
Oh, she's not sick of you.
No, not yet.
I'm sure I've made my girlfriend miserable once or twice these past couple weeks.
Well, that's because you play video games till like 6 in the morning.
I'm good at doses. So after work till bedtime, that's good enough. But when you got to deal with me for when I wake up at 2 in the afternoon, uh, yeah, I'm sure she's got sick of me. But that's love, man. Right?
That is love. You're right.
I wouldn't know.
Tony, how do
I've never
you
been in love.
like being with your parents all day?
It's just like every other day.
Tony, I feel like that was an attack.
No,
I do. I also feel like that was an attack. I feel like I said, Junker's feeling very froggy. He's very,
I
very bold.
honestly was
We're
not a
gonna see. You
legitimate
know what?
question.
We're gonna see. Once this is all over, I'm gonna see how bold you really are when you're within punching distance.
Honestly, that was not an attack. I was honestly asking. It was not. It
Yeah,
was not
I believe you, and I'm just saying, like, I'm keeping notes, friend.
good. I'm glad.
You probably you probably that subconsciously that was an attack.
It was not an attack. I was honestly asking how it was being with his parents all day.
Yeah, but you emphasize. You could have said, "Hey, how's it being at home?" But you emphasize like, "Hey, how's it at being at home with your parents, loser?"
Yeah,
That's what you
That's
said.
and then
that's not what I
That's
and then you said it with like a light chuckle, like.
yeah.
no. Um, so speaking of so we're talking about like being quarantined in the Rona. There's quite a few like conspiracy theories out there. Have you guys heard of any?
I've heard about the 5G towers that are
Yeah.
causing the Rona.
So this
Oh,
is a conspiracy corner. I have a bunch of conspiracies here about coronavirus. Are you guys interested in hearing them?
Hell yeah, I am here
So
for it.
one of them is people saying 5G causes conspiracy theories. Think about it. 3G, some conspiracy theories. 4G, more conspiracy theories. 5G and being dumb conspiracy theories. One being coronavirus.
So
So
basically, what you're saying is that, like, hold on, before you continue, what you're saying is that, like, the broader the spectrum, the stronger the conspiracy theories.
exactly,
Because I barely heard a peep when 2G came out, but now that we're on
exactly.
5G, whew, all the conspiracy theories are coming out the woodwork.
So it's hilarious. So people think that this like Corona didn't start happening until 5G towers went up, and as soon as 5G towers went up and they were activated, boom, coronavirus. That uh, people are.
I
I think
mean,
in Britain they started tagging Corona, or I'm sorry, 5G cell towers because they thought coronavirus is being caused by them. Another conspiracy theory is chemtrails.
oh,
Always
that's always a fun. That's always a
yeah.
fun one.
That's an easy
so
one.
so the government is chemtrailing us coronavirus. So that's how we
I, f-
are getting coronavirus. Or you
I
say
mean, I'm
something?
kind of impressed. I'm kind of impressed at the staying power that these chemtrail conspiracy theories have. Like, they just won't go away.
Another good one is, well, obviously this is a very common one. I know you guys have ever a lot of people have heard it. Um, the government has made coronavirus. Not just the Chinese government, but the American government made coronavirus as a weapon to weaponize it.
Oh yeah, I heard that one.
That one is A good one. Another one. This is my favorite one. I was watching this video of this very, very attractive Venezuelan. Was she Venezuelan or Ecuadorian? I don't remember. Some Miss America, like not Miss America, Miss Universe contestant or whatever, a beauty queen.
Uh-huh.
She made this YouTube video about how coronavirus is fake. Okay, it doesn't exist. This whole pandemic is just all the governments, the whole world has colluded
Uh-huh.
to keep you inside your home and keep you scared. Okay, so it's fake. Everybody's like, do you know anybody that's got coronavirus? No, you don't. You know why? Because it doesn't exist.
That's
All
funny.
Oh,
every
I've actually,
everybody. Go
what's
ahead.
funny is I've actually heard something similar, like, oh, like all the people that are getting corona is like, it's like, I think someone posted on Facebook. They're like, oh, like, does anyone actually know someone personally, not a friend of someone that actually has it, and blah blah blah. I was like,
yeah,
yeah, you're
I
an
know Tom
idiot.
Hanks. I know Tom Hanks.
Mm-hmm.
No, but he's in on it. He's part of the Illuminati, so he knows
Oh
he's in.
yeah. That's
You know.
how silly of me
How dare you, Mamba, not remember that?
So I
to
have
think
a,
otherwise.
a thing too is like so like anti-vaxxers are, I guess, not they're staying a little quiet during this whole pandemic is another thing that I've been seeing that like people are talking about. Like that's
Yeah,
one
because
of the
they're the ones.
other.
Yeah, because they're the ones that are dying. That's why they're quiet. Can't really say much if you're dead.
But it's like when they make a coronavirus vaccine, are they going to be taking it? I guess that's the
No,
question
they
too.
won't. They won't because it's all just for government profit, so they're not going to do it.
And yeah, it's dude. There's tons of conspiracy theories out there, and it's I think they're hilarious. I can't every time I see a new one, I cannot help but read it. And the whole 5G one, I was kind of surprised about. As a matter of fact, when I first saw it, one of my coworkers sent it to me. It was great.
How do you guys feel about the whole Wuhan fucking market that started this whole shit?
Are you
Well, hold
talking
They
on.
re-
about?
that,
So they're saying that they traced. I was reading an article from a science website the other day saying that they tried tracing it back to the Wuhan market and they can't. I
They
guess
can?
no, they can't. They can't trace it back there because okay. So the original theory was this, right? Someone ate a bat, and the
yeah,
bat
Uh-huh.
at the Wuhan market, and the bat obviously infected it. But what they're saying now is that first of all, it did originate from a bat, but it was not from human. It wasn't from bat to human. It was bat to another animal called a pangolin. I don't know if you guys ever heard of it. They're like the
Who's
scale.
who's who's shuffling?
That's
Which one
not
of you
me.
guys are rustling around? Is that Tony?
no,
Are you filing
fuck.
your nails? That's what
Yeah,
sounds
stop
like.
stop shuffling over there. Yeah, I do hear it. It's annoying. Anyway,
Maybe if you guys had video, you guys could you guys could see what I'm doing.
Yeah, I
you
can
probably
confirm what you're.
Tony. Is that what it sounds when you fat?
Yeah. Why are you outing me?
Anyway, so the pangolin is like this little like scaly creature, and they pull the scales off and they
Ugh.
make him powder, and it's supposed to be like help your
Delicacy.
sex drive. It's supposed to
That's
help your
fucking
sex drive.
gross. Can you
So anyway,
is there a video on that? Can you send it to me?
yes, I will send it to you.
All right.
And I guess the pangolin is the most
What you call a pangolin?
pang-
Pangolin.
pangolin.
A
It's
pangolin.
it's it's the most exported animal in the world. It's like very
I
common,
want
like
one.
for exotic animals. So the and it's very expensive. So the pangolin, I guess in China, they somebody I don't know, they don't know exactly where it came from. They first thought it was from the Wuhan market, but I guess they don't sell animals to eat anymore. They did at one point, and now it's like it became like urban tale that you cannot eat exotic animals at the Wuhan market. What they think happened was somebody in Wuhan did get. I mean, it did start in Wuhan. It just didn't happen at the market. Somebody in Wuhan
Uh,
either ate some pangolin dust or something from a pangolin, had a pangolin, whatever, and then he got contaminated by it, went to the Wuhan hospital, and then boom, that's where it like hit. The Wuhan hospital is where it like exploded. That's where he like started getting other people the coronavirus.
Yeah, because wasn't it like the out of the original like 12 out of the original 20 people that got it all visited that market at some point, like in
Yeah,
that period.
well, they were yeah, all the people were in Wuhan, yeah, obviously, yeah, and a couple people did go to the market. I don't think all of them did though. But yeah, they said they couldn't trace it back to the market. They tried tracing it back to the market and they couldn't. And they've done like tons
They
of tests.
couldn't, or they didn't want to
No,
because
they
the government paid them off.
no, because I think it was the WHO that was trying to trace it back to the Wuhan market and they couldn't. I think
I
it was the
think this
WHO.
is.
It was an independent. It was not the Chinese government. It was independent, like scientific.
It wasn't the Chinese government.
No, it wasn't. They were trying to see where where like ground zero was.
I think this is all a ploy to distract us from the fact that Jeffrey Epstein did not kill himself.
I also agree with that.
Oh, there's also a ploy to get us off of the election. The elections are here. The primaries,
Oh,
and that's that. This is just a distraction.
this is all Hillary Clinton's plot. Is that what you're
Yeah,
saying?
yeah. Hillary Clinton, all of them, and all the Illuminati. Bill Clinton, everybody. Kanye West, all of them.
Oh
Everybody.
shit! Oh,
JD.
end this call, Joker. End this call. They're listening now.
But anyway, yeah, fucking crazy. People say all sorts of crazy shit. What was I gonna say? We had I think we had a question or something here. Hold on, let me see.
We actually have a question.
No, I thought we
People-
had a message from like YouTube. Or something.
Somebody took time out of their day to contact us.
Yeah, well, I think people miss us. I've gotten a lot of messages, or like from friends that also listen to the podcast. Like, when are you guys recording? Like, people don't have shit to do right now. They want us. They need us.
I mean, that makes me feel a little bit special, knowing that. I mean, people miss us. Albeit they got nothing better to do, but still, it's nice to be wanted.
We should start selling content in exchange for toilet paper.
the toilet paper is the new currency.
Yeah. We should make our Patreon page. You could pay via TP.
Mm-hmm.
How are you guys doing on toilet paper, by the way?
Pretty
I'm doing
good.
Gucci. I don't know if you guys remember, but I posted this on Snapchat. A few weeks.
All right, loser. Don't care.
Yeah, a few weeks before like all this happened. Right? No, it's a few weeks to a month. Amazon had a sale on a box of 80 rolls of toilet paper for like $34 or something. I was like, that's pretty cheap. $34 for 80 rolls. So I bought this giant box of toilet paper, and people were laughing at me. They're like, "Oh, why'd you buy so much?" Blah blah blah. I'm like, first of all, it was cheap, and now I'm laughing all the way to the toilet every time. I'm double wiping, triple wiping. I don't even care. Sometimes I go urinate, and I still wipe because I have that much toilet paper.
Are you like TPing people's house?
Mm-hmm.
That's the ultimate dick move now. If you really hate somebody, go throw toilet paper on TP the shit out of their house because that's a hot commodity.
Yeah, if you do that, you're like raising their property value now.
Yeah.
Have you guys seen the toilet paper? Is it still sold out? At first, I haven't needed it, so I don't know.
No, if you go to like consumer value stores, they have it. They just limit it to like one package of like 12 rolls per person or something.
What about it? Depends on where
most places have like a limit. Like whether you go to a big box store like Walmart, like they'll tell you like one per customer. So they have it.
The past couple times I've been to Target, they have been out. But I also haven't really needed it.
So
So
you're
you
saying
think there's no,
you haven't been wiping?
Wait, what do you say, Junkyard? I can't hear you.
they don't they're out of toilet paper is what you're saying.
Well, I've been at Target like a couple times, and they were completely out the whole aisle. But I have some, so I didn't need it. I was just curious. I just
Oh,
like
okay.
walked in.
I thought that when you said that, when you said I didn't need it, I thought you meant like you stopped wiping.
Yeah. Why? I don't have to go anywhere. I work like 2 days, 2 days out the week.
That is
I'm
Nobody's
gonna
gonna be
I'm gonna do what your brother
what?
does and buy today.
That's the way to go.
I
you can
mean,
save a lot
why
of
not?
money.
Yeah, why not just spray some water up your butt?
Yeah.
Or you can just take a shower. I mean,
Take a shower. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Let's not go crazy.
Yeah, exactly. What the fuck do you think this is? America?
water's still a pretty abundant. So
Yeah, get it while the
In
getting's
California.
good.
Not if you live in California. So, all right, let's move on to our crazy news story, shall we? So, a bored New Zealand woman saws her hair off with kitchen knives because she has no scissors.
What the
We're,
fuck?
we're all doing pretty crazy things to entertain ourselves during these strange times. And with DIY hair cutting being one of the most popular new trends, one woman from New Zealand decided to have a go at herself. However, when Corey Walker, 25, realized she didn't have any scissors in the house, she decided to use an array of kitchen knives to cut her hair instead. As this video shows, Corey's been sticking to social distancing guidelines for 2 weeks, but says she's over it and her hair, which she says she hasn't brushed in a fortnight.
Is there a picture of this
All
woman?
right, hold that. I'm just waiting for you to stop rustling.
I would like to see. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just counting my Rona money.
Anyway, watching the hair cutting take place, it's enough to make anyone with long hair grimace. Never mind any qualified hairdressers out there watching this. After successfully hacking the majority of her hair off, the 25-year-old then turns to a clipper to finish off, leaving her hair with a very Joe Exotic-esque mullet. Yeah, there's a few pictures of her. It says Corey isn't alone deciding to become a DIY hairdresser. People across
Tony, stop fidgeting. Fuck.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm counting my money.
I mean, I don't- the people who are listening to this are going to be saying the same thing.
Jesus Christ. It says Corey's
Look,
alone.
man, I haven't gone out in like how long has it been? 3 weeks. I haven't gone out
Yeah.
in 3 weeks. I'm not spending any money, so my money's just piling up. So I need to keep track of it.
How do how do you think all the girls at All Stars feel? They probably miss you.
The gentleman's club.
Yeah, the Gentlemen's Club.
It's a very
Um,
fine gentleman's club. Anyway, continue, Junkyard.
it says Corey isn't alone in deciding to becoming a DIY hairdresser. People across the globe have been attempting this to give their partners a trim. If you are genuinely considering cutting your partner's hair and don't want to leave them looking like they're about to nuke America, you can read how to have a decent attempt at it. In the meantime, I strongly advise that you don't use knives or any kitchen utensil, really, to chop off your hair unless you really want to end up looking like Joe Exotic. So yeah, careful cutting your own hair.
Uh,
Use a knife.
you know, it's really funny. Speaking of haircuts, so our mayor, the city of Chicago's mayor, Lori Lightfoot,
Hmm.
she's become like a meme because she's really adamant about keeping people in the house. But recently she's come under fire because she stepped out to a press conference and it was very obvious that she had a nice haircut. And then you would think that your mayor getting a haircut is a big deal, but people are like, "Hey, Lightfoot, where'd you get your haircut at? Who did it for you?" Eh, Like that was a big
Yeah,
scandal.
because she broke quarantine.
Uh-huh.
to go get a haircut, and they I like all the memes. It's like you can't go out unless it's to get a haircut.
Yeah.
My wife
I
cuts my
mean,
hair. So
I mean, I've seen her pictures. I think she got ripped off.
Yeah.
maybe she just took the clippers to herself. You never know.
No, she said that, yeah. She said that, oh, my stylist did it.
You know what? If she would have just said like I did it myself, everyone would have
Uh-huh.
believed her because it does not look good.
Like, yeah, she did. She was like, "Oh, I need it. I'm the face of the city." Well, you're not setting a good face for the city.
You're
Do as
doing a
I say,
terrible
not as
job.
I do. That's what I would have said.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, let's get on to our let's get to our gripes, shall we?
Hell no, motherfuckers!
Wake the fuck up.
Mamba.
All right. So my gripe is, I've heard people say that they like can't wait to go back out, or people like they want to go back to work and stuff like that. And I am appreciating my time at home. I've been productive. Like I've been working out a lot more. I cook my own meals. I've read a couple books. And I'm somebody that I have dyslexia. I can barely read. So I just been taking advantage of this time. So when we all do have to go back and face the real world, I better not see one person say, I wish she was like, oh, I hate work. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. I don't want to hear
Oh,
any bitching.
yeah, Eddie Bowden. I better come Monday mornings. I better see people like, man, I'm glad I got to go in today at 8:00.
Mm-hmm. I better see when somebody creates a Facebook invite. Everybody better RSVP that they are going. I don't want to see any maybes.
Yeah, I do. I don't miss work. I just miss like people at work. So I'm not one complaining. Anyway, that's a
Well,
pretty good right?
Hell no, motherfuckers!
Wake the fuck up.
You were saying?
I was gonna say the only two people that I talk to at work are you and our coworker, and I see you guys like what, twice a week now, so that's good enough.
Yeah.
I haven't
What
seen
do you,
anyone. I don't even know what you guys look like anymore.
I look like Ben Affleck.
No,
Remember
you don't.
that? Yes, I do.
Anyway, I have a gripe. My gripe is has to do with the UFC. For everybody who knows, I love MMA.
No way.
I'm an avid MMA fan.
I would have never guessed.
But the UFC really fucking is pissing me off. And I'll tell you why. So there is a fight coming up next week. Okay. During all of this, every single
April 18th.
April 18th. For those who haven't noticed, there's a pandemic going on right outside in
Only
the
a little
world,
one.
and every
It's
single
more, it's more of an epidemic, really, but you know, pandemic, epidemic, words get thrown around.
Yeah,
Anyway.
a lot of demics.
Every single major sporting event in the world has been canceled. Everything. Do I miss it? Yes. Do I want to see it? Yes. Am I still going to watch it? Probably. But what makes me upset is
not to interrupt you, Junkyard, but this is probably the most exciting time for baseball right now.
This is the longest the White Sox have gone without a loss
ever.
Please continue. Please continue.
So the UFC is still hosting this event. They give no fucks about the fighter safety, the fighter's health by doing this. Like I don't like right now they're trying to go through all these hoops. I think they secured Indian resort.
I thought they bought a private island.
So that's what they're saying. They're saying that they bought they're either bought or are buying a private island to host events in the future. But this weekend's event, they're hosting at Hachi Palace, which is an Indian reservation, and the tribe letting them host it there. but it's like they're first of all, how do we know? Like, are they going to test these fighters? Even if they test them, how the symptoms don't show up? Sometimes you can have negative tests and still have corona. Like, what if they
Yeah.
go and they
So
infect the
so
rest
so
of the
so
fighters?
so basically, Dana White is just trying to cash in because he knows that if he can pull it off, like a lot of people will watch only because there's nothing else to watch.
Exactly. And then he's like, "Oh, we don't need the money. We don't. If you don't fucking need the money, why do it? Why not just shut down for now until this is over and then resume
Because
operation?"
he's trying to make that cheddar.
And
Just
the
like
other thing,
what was hilarious, real quick, like with GameStop trying to stay open, trying to claim that they're essential.
GameStop hasn't been essential since like fucking 2005.
Continue,
I know
Junkyard.
we can buy games online. They're definitely not essential. But yeah, it's like you're showing that you don't give a fuck. You don't give a fuck. And I'm actually very happy that, like, for example, Habib Nurmagomedov, he was supposed to be the one of the headliners on this card, decided he was going to pull out because he said everybody's got to stay home. This is a pandemic. Why do I have to
Mhm.
fight? And he pulled out. Some people are talking shit about him because they're saying he's scared, blah blah. But I'm actually very proud of him. He pulled out because he knows that it's the right thing to do. But the UFC just continues to put the show on, and they don't give a fuck. They don't give a fuck. Okay, and it's very upsetting. It makes me not want to watch it. But because we are in a but this is my plan. I'm not gonna give a fucking dime to the UFC. I'm gonna
So
stream
you
this
will
shit
watch it, but you're
illegally.
gonna stream it
I'm gonna stream it, and you know what? It's on
for free.
ESPN Plus, which I have. Right, I have ESPN Plus,
But you don't
but I'm
want to
not
give them you want to give
gonna
them the
fuck.
ratings.
Nope, I am not. Not only am I gonna not use ESPN Plus to watch the fight, I'm gonna watch the ESPN Plus shit illegally, so they don't get the fucking ratings. They don't get the
Wait,
fucking
so
money.
it's gonna be just on ESPN Plus, so you don't have to buy the pay per view.
No. You have to buy the pay per view,
Oh,
which
okay.
which is the other thing. Which is the other thing. If you give a fuck about your fans, right now is okay. First of all, people are out of work. You think they have money for the fucking pay per view?
That's what I
Not
was thinking. How are people gonna pay the $70?
They're hoping
right.
that Uncle Trump drops that Rona money.
It's like where do you get the gall to charge people $70 for a pay per view when people don't have fucking jobs? Okay, and then the other thing, like, then now they're being now they're okay. So before the UFC is very well known, um, notorious, I should say, for not paying their fighters fairly. But all of a sudden, they're using the excuse of we're trying to keep these events going to pay the fighters. Bitch, if you guys are fucking buying a private island, why don't you use that money to pay the fucking fighters since you give a fuck all of
Yeah.
a sudden? You know what I'm saying? And then another thing is, like, they keep throwing. Before, they used to throw, at least Dana White would be like, "Oh, we're the only sport, the only major sport, regulated by the government. Regulated by the government. We're so safe. We're regulated by the government." Oh yeah, where the fuck are when the government's telling you to stay home and not make an event? Where the fuck are you now?
Uh-huh.
You're not so
Where
regulated,
are your
are you, stupid
where are your
fucks?
regulations?
Exactly. It's fucking annoying and it's pissing me off. And I don't know. That's it. That's my gripe.
Hell no, motherfuckers!
Wake the fuck up.
Tony, do you
Yeah,
have a gripe?
like
Yeah, my gripe is, well, I think I had my gripe earlier. That was my mini gripe. But kind of to piggyback off your gripe is, yeah, some of these companies that are like just blatantly putting like profit over people, like GameStop. Like they know goddamn well they're not essential. And I don't know if you guys ever
bro,
go on YouTube.
bro, where else am I gonna get a Xbox 360 Mad Catz controller at?
That's true. That's
Ordered
very
off.
essential. But there's this YouTuber, I think it's like Camelot something. I guess he used to work at GameStop, and now the majority of his channel is him just exposing GameStop and their shitty practices.
Wow.
Uh, and it's pretty interesting because it's funny because like
It-
I've worked in a video game store before, so a lot of what he says, he's not just doing it just to like, oh, I just trying to get views. Like, no, like the shit that he says that goes on is like that's exactly how it is working in a video game store. But with GameStop, it's gotten even worse because they're like in such financial
Ruin.
that like that they could go bankrupt any minute. That like they're literally like just trying to cut every corner and uh and do whatever they can to like just stay afloat. And one of the things they try to do is they try to like stay open during like this whole pandemic, trying to like deem themselves essential because they sell like cell phone chargers or electronic devices and that people need to work from home or something. It's some bullshit. And so this guy, like, he has like connections still with people that he used to work with. So they'll send him like a lot of like corporate like memos and stuff that goes like, and he'll like expose like, oh look, this is GameStop sent out a letter saying like you guys have to come to work. If you guys don't feel safe coming into work, use your PTO or something. Uh, and it's pretty crazy. I think one of the best ones was like he actually was able to get a recording of a conference call that they had where like corporate is telling all of their like managers like, yeah, we're staying open, and the manager like, but it's not safe. Like, yeah, but we're still gonna stay open. They're like, but the police are telling us not to stay open. Yeah, but just tell them that you're essential or some. It was like fucking insane. Like, I can't believe like this is an actual corporate like conference call, and like these people are like legit scared. Like, we don't even have like sanitation supplies, and corporate can't provide them. So they're telling like, oh, just if you can find some, expense it or something. It's like, the fuck.
I heard, was it, I don't know if it was GameStop, but I read an article. I forgot who it was, but there was one chain of stores that was like, just use plastic bags as gloves. Let me
Oh,
see if I can. Let me see
I
if I
think
can find it.
yeah, I think that was GameStop.
I'm on my laptop anyways. I might as well
Yeah,
look for it.
I'm pretty sure that was GameStop because after like they were basically like the police had to shut down a few stores because like they weren't supposed to be open. They and then they got all this bad press. They
Yeah,
decided to
you're right.
switch to like,
I see it on
it is
Complex.
GameStop, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
GameStop employees reportedly told to use plastic bags as gloves.
because
Wow.
they just because after like GameStop decided like, okay, we can't stay open because of all the bad press, so now they're doing curbside. So basically, people can call in and pick up stuff or buy stuff over the phone and come pick it up. But when they do that, you're supposed to use plastic bags as gloves.
Oh yeah, I
Yeah,
see that introducing delivery at door. Buy online and pick up at the store's door.
and it's cool though because the employees will have plastic bags on their hands.
Oh, but it says that, yeah, some stores have temporarily closed to comply with the local and state regulations. Most are still open for contactless curbside pickup. Please see if your store is open. I want to see if there's one around here open.
Yeah, I don't think so
But
because the only one we have around here is the one by the Target, and oh no, there's two in Riverside or one in Riverside, but yeah,
there's
no,
one.
that one's closed because the Riverside one should be closed because it's in a mall and the whole mall's closed.
Oh yeah, the mall's closed. Yeah. I think there's
But
a
yeah,
few open.
yeah, I don't need to go to GameStop that bad, and there's nothing that GameStop has that I can't get on Amazon.
Or download
You
on
mean
like
you
PlayStation.
Yeah,
you
exactly.
mean you don't want a copy of Bass Pro Fishing
Used.
2007?
Ooh,
You don't want a Cabela's.
Big Game Hunter 2004.
That's essential, my
You're right.
friend.
You're right. Let me go to GameStop right away.
That's a good. That's a good grape, Tony. Hella grape.
Hell no, motherfuckers!
Wake the fuck up.
All right, let's go ahead.
I
Let's
think
get. Well, go ahead.
I think
Second
there's
one.
plenty of companies though. You can kind of see how they treat people. Is it Amazon? Aren't they having like an online accepting online donations to pay for people's time off?
Yeah,
It's like, you're a multi-billion-dollar company.
yeah. So
Why are you
supposedly,
asking?
here's the theory behind that, or not the theory, but their explanation of it. So apparently, like, yeah, there was this article or somebody posted a tweet like, hey, like Amazon is taking donations so that they could pay their employees who are out of work, and it's like, are you fucking kidding me? They're like the richest corporation. So their reasoning is that they're using an insurance company or a third party company that is paying their employees. So basically, Amazon's not paying them directly. They pay for this like an insurance policy. So their insurance policy contracts this company or some shit, and this third party company is the one that's doing it. And in order for them to do that, one of the stipulations is that they have to be able to take donations. They don't have to solicit them, but they have to, like, for legal reasons, they have to like have it available if anyone wants to donate. So their reason was like, oh, we're not soliciting, we're not asking for any money. It's just because of the insurance or the company that we're working with, they have to do it. I was like, get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here.
That's terrible.
Yeah.
Weird times.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're really seeing business practices. That's why I'm glad some of these companies that are going down under, they deserve it. To be quite honest.
Yeah. Yeah, like someone like if GameStop doesn't make it out, it's only a matter of time. Like I just don't like they've been in a downward spiral for like I don't know how many years, and it's just time for them to go. Yeah.
It sucks for people who are losing their jobs, but at the same time,
yeah, it does suck. But I mean,
maybe you're better off that work.
Yeah,
maybe you're better off.
Yeah, like
you can get a job, better job somewhere else, probably.
Yeah, I mean, think of it as a blessing in disguise. You got to have higher aspirations than GameStop.
Probably. All right, let's go. Let's move on. Let's move on to our question, shall we?
Too many questions. There's many questions.
The appropriate question is, where the hell are they?
Excuse me. I'd like to ask you a few questions.
My answers frighten you, Vincent, then you should cease asking scary questions.
Dear Tony and Momba, been pondering on how to get some advice on this for a while, so I finally made up my mind to write to you. My girlfriend and I have been together for almost 3 years. I'm 29, she's 28. She's been my first serious relationship ever. Now, I'm a total nerd. I like sci-fi, video games, anime, all that stuff. I'm also kind of a loner. She is
Tony,
way more social.
Did Tony write this email?
No, he didn't.
First of all, I got better shit to do than to be writing emails to my own goddamn podcast. How dare you?
All right, Titanic Sinclair.
How dare you accuse me?
Anyway, it says she is way more sociable. Always wants to be around people, me especially. And she likes corny rom-coms, cooking shows, and is kind of addicted to social media. When we started dating, we learned about one another and watched and did what the other one liked. But as our relationship developed, things have changed. It's come to the point where I can't play games around her because she wants my attention. We've played some co-op games, but not for a while now. And she can't watch the movies she likes because I don't like them. So we end up in this weird middle ground where we watch some mediocre TV because we both compromised. The conversation has devolved as well. We know so much about each other that it's starting to get uninteresting. Like, for example, I keep my conversation short about a new game I'm playing because I know she's not really into it. But she does like to know I'm happy about it. Or she'll call me to know how I am, but she doesn't really have anything else to say. I'm both thankful and annoyed by this. I want to know how to approach the subject with her without sounding hurtful. She is the most caring and loving human being I've ever met, but she is really sensitive as well. What I want to be able to share is our passions with one another, but I know that will not always be possible. I hope I didn't ramble too much. Anyways, thanks for helping me out. Even writing this has helped a bit, I think. Sincerely, one confused geek.
All right, so my advice is that you will have to compromise. So basically, his problem is like, oh, he wants to play video games, he wants to do this, and she's not really into that. Like when he wants to just spend all day playing video games, she wants like to do something else. She wants attention, which understandable. Obviously, they're in a relationship. and she likes, corny rom-coms or stuff that he doesn't like. Well, you're gonna have to figure it out. Either come up with a way like, hey, look, how about like today's Friday? Let me play my game, and then tomorrow we'll watch whatever the fuck movie you want to watch. It's simple. I don't even know why the fuck he's wasting our time.
Yeah, that's pretty true. I agree.
Yeah, like the way.
Like how are you 29 years old and not know this shit?
Yeah, I mean, you just got to read the room. I mean, I like a lot of. I like anime. I don't go talking about anime with my girlfriend. She think I've been. Oh, I can't say that word. She think I don't know. She just wouldn't be interested in it, so I don't talk about it. I mean, if she asks, I'll tell her. If it's video games, I'll tell her. But there's also some things that she gets interested in that I like Marvel movies. She never really seen a Marvel movie until me and her started dating, and then I think I took her to see Black Panther, and she just like dove right in and she watched all of them without me. So, you're not gonna find everything your significant other does exciting, but there's stuff.
Like if he wants someone that like, hey, that's into like the exact same things he's into and doesn't want attention and just wants to play video games, then date a dude.
Yeah, get a boyfriend.
Yeah, get a boyfriend. That'll solve all your problems.
Yeah. I mean,
what I do is like I take turns with my wife. We try to. I mean, obviously, it's sometimes it does become a little tough, but we take turns in watching movies. So, for example, the other day she wanted to watch this Turkish movie on Netflix. It wasn't terrible, but it wasn't great. It was okay. But I mean, I sat there and I watched it. Like that. I did that. And like the next time that we watch a movie, it's something I pick. You know what I'm saying? I'll pick whatever I want to watch. I'll watch it.
If you picked it, probably some hot garbage.
No, it's something great like La La Land or something good, something like that. But anyway, we take turns. Like I think that's the key. You got to compromise. Like
Yeah. So they do it like Junkyard. Like one day you'll watch some shitty movie that she picks. The next day you watch whatever shitty movie you pick. So basically, you're just gonna end up watching shitty movies.
Exactly. But if that's what you like, that's what you like. You know what I'm saying? Like it's whatever.
I also try to.
Go ahead.
What? Oh, sorry. I also try to keep it open mind. I would admit that there's been a lot of times that my girlfriend has put something on, and I thought to myself, "Oh, this is going to be stupid," or "I'm not interested in this," and then I will end up watching it myself. You know what I mean? So like only because I try to keep it open mind.
Like that show with Kat Denning.
Oh, that show is fucking good. What's it called again?
Fuck, Junker. What's it called?
Dollface.
It's got Brenda Song. Dollface.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Seems like
with Brenda Song.
One day I walked into my apartment and she was watching it. I was like, "Oh, it's a show. It's a comedy with nothing but women. This is gonna be unfunny."
Would you think it was be another like a repeat of Girls?
Yeah, some shit like that. And then I sat down and I watched it. I was like, "Man, Dollface is pretty funny." Also, she was the one that put me on that show. Like she started watching it. I thought it was like a romantic show.
So basically, what you're saying is that your girlfriend's the one that has the good taste because she's picking winners, and you're watching nothing but duds, like Penny Dreadful. That shit gets canceled after like 2 seasons.
Yeah, that's true. All the shit that I like gets canceled. So
that's because maybe it's not that good.
If I like it, don't watch it.
Well, if you like it, no one's gonna watch it because it's gonna get canceled.
He's not wrong.
Yeah.
Shut up! You don't have a girlfriend. You can't answer this question.
Damn, Mambo, you go straight for the jugular. Ouch.
I was backed into a corner. I had no choice.
So, yeah, I think yeah. It's all about compromise.
Yeah, it's all about compromise. Especially what he said that they've been dating for 3 years.
Yeah.
Yeah. When you've been dating that long,
and there's always stuff to talk about, even the smallest shit. Me and my wife, we've been together for a while, and we always find something to talk about. Especially her, she can talk about anything. What do you think, Mamba? Since you've been
Oh,
involved
I agree. Maybe this guy's just boring. Maybe he's a problem.
Yeah, get it. Like I said, get a boyfriend.
Oh.
You can just bro
Yeah,
out.
and you guys can talk about. Yeah, that's might been my plan is just bro out with, get a boyfriend and bro out all the time, watch fucking sports, play video games, have some anal sex once in a while. Perfect.
You get a high five and then smooch each other.
Exactly.
Win-win.
All right, guys. Well, like us on Facebook, facebook.com/NKOTP1. Follow us on Twitter at New Kids in the Pod. See us on Instagram, also at New Kids in the Pod. Subscribe to us on iTunes, Stitcher, iHeartRadio, YouTube, Spotify, everywhere. Shoot us an email, newkidsinthepod@gmail.com, or leave us a voicemail, 774-40-NKOTP.
So when are you
Also,
gonna when are you gonna like put together that bonus footage?
one day. Well, maybe we'll do
Let's
like an extras best of.
All right.
let's work on getting this episode out because I just looked at the clock. It's 10:30, and I think we attempted to record at 7:10. Right before we started.
That was attempt number 1.
Well, I've got an idea for the video. I'm gonna get that working this week. So for next week, we'll have video and audio.
All right.
The audio is perfect. I have a feeling. Also, check out our if you guys haven't been to our New Kids on the Pod page, nkotp.com. It's got a facelift. Changed it up a bit. It looks pretty nice. I think it's simple but and clean at the same time.
Like
check
us.
it out. Yeah.
Simple.
All right. In a world full of girls, get a boyfriend.
In a world full of girls. In a world full of people, stay away from them.
Yes.
Exactly. Mamba hit the nail right on the fucking head.
Social distance, motherfuckers.
Exactly. Tony, are we recording next week?
It depends. Are we doing video? I only do if we do video.
Yes, we'll do video.
Also, I reserve the right to change my mind.
Okay, I will have video up and running for next week. That is my promise.
Okay, but I may or may not want to do video, but I want it to be ready.
Okay, it's ready. It'll be ready.
Okay, sounds good.
All right.
We could meet in person and record, right?
No, we'll be breaking social distancing. What kind of example are we setting for our listeners?
We could do like GameStop, but instead of wearing plastic bags in our hands, we could put
plastic bags over our heads.
Yeah, that's a great idea. All right, guys. We will hopefully check you out next week. Anybody who's listening, thanks for listening during the quarantines. You guys are wasting your time listening to us when you could be doing something else like watching Ozark or some shit.
Ooh, Ozark is great.
Ooh,
Yes.
I'm gonna go watch that now. All right, bye.
Hold on, wait, don't hang up yet. All right, guys, kissies on your dickies.